Hi everyone, this is Jeanette with Jandapanda Treasures, and I'm going to go through some sterling today. This just happens to be a piece that I just got in. It is, I believe it's cold, it's stone, and it has a druzy there. And tape measure. Hang on. Okay, I'm just going to do some random picks. So how is everyone? Everybody ready for Thanksgiving? You can put in the comments what your favorite food is for Thanksgiving. I'm going to make sourdough stuffing and focaccia bread. And I didn't give you the size here, the smallest size. Smallest drop. Well, let's just do the whole dang thing. And, you know, I like a good juicy turkey. We do it usually in a bag, and we get fresh. 16 inches to 19 inches. Nice. This whole end of the table is just a total wreck. So I'm going to just go through everything as much as I can. This is a cute little locket. It's a charm that opens like so. And it is sterling. It is marked right there. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably stick it in a, oh man, was I prepared or not? My goodness. I got it. Two pairs of scissors here and all kinds of crazy stuff. So this one is gonna go in here for a hot minute because I want to get that nice and shiny. A little shaky shake. Let's see, I'm gonna do this one too. This one is a bug. Looks like a wasp. This one is, I believe, don't see any marks on it. Doesn't even say 925, but it's older. I mean, look how far that pin sticks out. So let's see how this guy is doing. It doesn't take long in the dip. So let me see if I can dig it out. Rag. And for the tiny, oh, look at that. Wow. The tinies, little littles. I am going to, come on, straighten out. It's just supposed to flap around. There we go. Let's see if I can get it to do something. There we go. There we go. Isn't that adorable? Put it right in here so I don't lose it, because we all know I lose things. Okay, so this one, let me try the silver polish. Just a little bit. So I don't want to take off all the tarnish. on this one. I just want to buff it up and make it look nice. Because that's, you know, part of the reselling issue is sometimes they just don't look good, you know? But I didn't want to take all of the tarnish off. Yeah, it needs more. It needs more. So this is a brooch. Looks like a wasp. Put some of the cloth here. I'm using this for painting, but there's not a lot of paint on it, so you know, hopefully our painting's done for the rest of the year until springtime. Wow, look at that. I just paused it so that I can give it a good, you know, scrubbing off camera. And wow. All right, nice. Ooh, that looks good. Didn't do the back, because why? But the front looks outstanding. Yes, I will be on Sunday. What is it already? What is today? I don't even know what today is. Today is Saturday the 15th. I'll be on Sunday the 16th at noon. Some new pieces I got in. That onyx piece. I don't think it needs too much of anything. Well, that's just the back, so I'm not going to concentrate on the back. But it's a beautiful onyx medallion. Nice long chain. Chains are so difficult. I mean, they're not difficult to find in sterling, but they're expensive. This one has kind of like that, like popcorn effect to it. Nice, long, strong. This one has a 11.5-inch drop. So, well, nope. Yeah, 11.5-inch drop, so 23 inches. I've noticed that sterling chains don't tend to have the normal lengths. They're either, you know, they're like an inch off or something. So instead of like a 22 or a 20-inch, you'd get like a 23 or a 21-inch. But it is gorgeous. Look at the height on that. Very, very pretty. It has a little box. Oops. This has got to be a very sweet and pretty sulpada. It is really cool. I like the little rhinestone crystals in there. And what's interesting is that they're open on the back, so you're going to get some sparkles. And I'm not going to clean that because I think that's intentional. And then all these cute little semi-precious stones in here. Here is the sulpada tag right there. Super itty bitty, but it's there. And I see what it says on the back. Just another little sulpada stamp. This is really, really pretty. $16 inches. 16 inches. That might be a little brass piece there, but usually the main component is, you know, a semi, you know, they do a lot with sterling. And the clasp. Did they go the extra mile on the clasp? They sure did, and it's a Silpata clasp, 925. Nice. This is a very pretty pendant. It looks like it's got tiger's eye, maybe onyx, maybe some sort of shell, and spiny oyster, maybe. It's open in the back. And it's 925, of course. 925 chain, 925 tag. And this one is 8.5, so drops, so that is 16, 17 inches. Fall colors, really cool. Another Silpata piece. This one does not have a chain, but, or, you know, sometimes I'll use a leather piece, but it is definitely, it's got some weight to it. I think this guy is solid. So let's polish her up. And by polishing, you don't necessarily take off the tarnish if you like that, you know, that look. It just makes it brighter, you know. There's a Silpata mark right there. Look at that hammered effect, but it's heavy. It's heavy. This is one where I'm going to dip the chain, not the pendant. So let's measure the chain. This one's 8 3/4, so that would be 17.5. And this looks like an Italy necklace. Yes, Italy. An Italy chain. Comes right off. Okay, so we'll do that. Put it in here. Because, I mean, look at, it's just not good. A little shaky shake and look at this beautiful pendant. This one is signed MKM Sterling. Right there, MKM Sterling. And I think this, I wonder if this is either green turquoise or anyway, I can put the full-on name, what I think it might be, in the comments, the pinned comment section. But yeah, that's really pretty. Let's check out the chain now. So this is a box chain that has been twisted to look, well, it is twisted. It's twisted, but it kind of gives an extra, like, shimmer or sparkle. But yeah, I didn't want to dip the stone because it's so shiny and pretty. Alrighty. It's an Italy chain. All right. Yeah. 9-inch drop. Oh, wait a minute. Did it shrink? No. 9-inch drop, so that's 18 inches total. And I'll put that on the information. Okay, so I'm going to go test this stone right now. I have matching earrings to go with it. And stand by. Okay, so this came back topaz, and it's my size. Isn't that beautiful? First, I thought it was just iris glass or something, but the way it's set, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a space here. And then look at the size of this stone. I mean, this is really pretty. And what, you know, just brighten it up a little bit, right? Right. It's just lovely. And there's the underside, really pretty. And the markings, I think it just says 925. Let's take a look at the earrings. I think this is pretty large for, you know, a stone on earrings, but it has that same kind of watermelon effect. And I did test these also. These are sterling and they are topaz. At least that's what the Presidium says. And it says STS. Is it STS on the back? So those are nice. Oh, size on the ring. How about that? Wouldn't you like to know? This is just a little over a 7. I'm about a 7 1/4. And it fits me really nice. Really nice. Sterling set. This is a really pretty pendant. This has some sort of moonstone, maybe? I don't know. No marks, really. The chain can use a cleaning, which I will do off camera. You don't need to see. And it actually is written out sterling. I love this clasp. And these really pretty earrings. These are pierced. Same type of stone. And we do have those little stoppers on the back. Nice long hooks. And yeah. So I'll do that. I'll clean that off camera. Okay, so I couldn't get the chain off of the necklace, so I have to dip it and just hold the stone portion out. I don't think you can see that. I don't want to accidentally drop it in there, but I wanted to clean that chain really well, and I just don't want to get the stone in there. Okay. Cloth. So I do want to measure the chain. Whoopsie, just dropping stuff everywhere. I've got so much sterling here. All right, let's see how clean that, oh, got pretty clean. Got pretty clean. Close this up and get it out of here. Yeah, that did a good job. It's a very simple chain. I'll get you a length. It says sterling on one side, and there's another word there. AMCA, sterling. That's on the chain. So there's that. Get a measurement. Seven and a half. So that's a 15-inch chain. It's a nice card too. I like it. These are really cool. I love these. Turquoise and mother of pearl. The back. There's. Do I see any marks? Do I see any marks? How are you supposed to know if I could see them? Sometimes these are sterling, but I don't, nope, don't see any marks, but they are sterling. Probably handmade. If you look at the turquoise on the top, they look like little chips. These are absolutely beautiful amber earrings. And it looks like they have sterling backs to them. Yeah, those are marked, I believe. I think ththose are marked 925. I just can't read it right at the moment. I put them in these harder plastic only because it's easier to file them when they're all one size. Okay, let's look at some glass on sterling. This is on some pretty, this isn't going anywhere. Snap closure right there on the pierced earrings. This is beautiful glass, gold tone. And then this glass, opal glass on sterling. Those are pretty. And then for funsies, I got these sterling aliens. Look at those cute little aliens with those little stone eyes. They're very small, but they are aliens. Look at that. Wow. So much fun. I'll put them in this little bag. Things tend to get lost if they're not secured. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Maybe I'll find either more brooches or necklaces or bracelets or something. Because I can go, I've got like a big pile of earrings here, all sterling. These guys look super old. I can just tell by the back here. I don't see a mark, so I'm going to test those. those are. Little faces. Not sure if you can see those very well. I don't think I can. And then there's a brooch here. It has a different, I might have to sell these separately. There's a brooch here. I mean, it could be jadeite, it could be nephrite, or one of those. But this one looks old. And it does have a stamp on the back. It says Mexico 925 ACE. And then Vlada V.A. Vidal Jara, Jara, Jara. So, see if you can get all that. And this one is a beautiful oval cabochon. And the mark's not nearly as fancy as the last one, but there's like multi-marks here. Okay, so, oh, wow, sterling. And there is an artist name on here. G-U-A... OME? I don't know, sterling is written out. Okay, there's a A-I-M. Okay, so there's two marks. So there's this one right here. It says, I think that's A-I-M. And then there's this one right here. The pin seems kind of thin here. And the pin on this one, same situation. It's thinner here. So, goes this way, these go this way. There you go. It's enameled sterling grasshopper. Look at the pretty job on that one, the colors. And it could be a locust, I don't know. But there's the back. And everything seems to be working. Okay, so this one says gold filled. And it also says, it has the gold filled on silver, and then there's a CA with an arrow going through it. So this one, I want to put it in the dip, but I'm afraid of removing precious gold. So can't do that. So this might take a little work, because I think this would look way better if it didn't have that tarnish on it. And it's not really, well, the polishing cloth is getting to it. So this is going to take some work. So pretty. I'll put this aside over here. Okay, I have some, these are either Deco or Edwardian. I know they're all very old. This one has a pin that goes this way. This one goes, what's going on? Oh, there's a hidden one here. So, what's the story with these guys? Huh? This beautiful fan. It's also a pendant. And it is marked right here. 925. There's another symbol. I don't know what that symbol is. It looks like an A, but it might not be. Working condition. And it appears all of the little stones are there. This is beautiful. I'm trying to figure out what to put it in. mean, some of these could be revivals. You can kind of tell by the pin, you know, if it's newer or not. But for the most part, I'm like, this one could be a revival piece, but it is sterling because it's just not far enough out the pin. And the reason why they had longer pins back when is that they were going through several layers of fabrics. I'm just looking to make sure all those little stones are in there. So it's a cute little bow. I haven't been measuring them. So you can get an idea of each one. 2 inches, well, 2 1/4 inches, 3 1/4 inches. That little heart one is about 2 inches, 2 1/2 inches, 1 1/4 inches. This one's 2 inches. This one's 2 inches. So let's take a look at each one. This one's got a really bent one right here. This also has, you can lace through, maybe put a ribbon through there. It does look like it's been damaged, unless that's the artist's way. But you can see this part's higher than this part. I don't know. I don't even think it's bent. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Just by looking at the way it sits in here. But yeah, you've got a little choker or collar, choker or collar. Put a ribbon or something through there. I just like to look at it. So I don't think that's damaged. I think that might be intentional, only because this part is in sync that way. Because if this were over here, I don't know. This little heart with the little marcasites going there, and I've got 2 hearts, a marcasite heart and an onyx heart. And a lot of people would think that this might be like, you know, maybe mourning jewelry. This is a beautiful piece of amber, and there's a mark in here. How is this? Oh. Yeah, there's some marks there. Really pretty piece of amber. JJ Sterling. Really pretty piece of amber. And yeah, all those little marcasites are in there. This one's got marcasites as well. This one looks a little cleaner. And I don't see any marks. But the pin's a little bit dented. So, like I said, they had to go through several layers of clothing. So you are going to get that effect. And those things can be straightened. I would just, you know, be patient and ask somebody who knows how to do that. Cute little pin. Let's see if I can find my other cleaning cloth. See how pretty that looks? All nice and shiny. And again, I didn't take all of the tarnish off because, you know, this is what it looked like, but I think it looks much prettier because there's going to be tarnish on the inside here to give it a little depth. Danecraft. Does that say sterling? It's a Dane craft piece with a registration mark, sterling. And again, I'm just making it, just the little edges shinier, because I think they show better that way. That looks deco to me. And it's, is it spelled out? Sterling is spelled out. It's got a crescent moon and another J and J. Yeah, I think, is that the one? I don't know. One of these had that marking on it, but I think this is intentional just by the way that the sterling is cut there, that's intended to be a little off. It's got like a interesting layered look. And again, everything's intact. Can't complain, can't complain. Did we look at, we did look at that one. Okay, kitty cat. This one definitely would look nicer if it was polished. And that's not difficult to do. It has some cute little stones in there. And it's like a kitty cat wearing a necklace. Look at the detail. Oh my goodness. And over here is the mark on the tail. Yeah, 925. Really cute little kitty cat. Okay, so I forgot I had my supplies over there, so I'm going to see if I can, it's already working. Camera's shaking a little bit because I'm trying to get in there. But I don't want to take off any of the gold. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time, but I wanted to show you guys that it can be done, and you can revive pieces of jewelry. It is wearable. I mean, this is wearable as it is. Some people like the tarnish because it shows age, but I think in this particular instance, this one really needs to be shiny because you're showing off the gold, you know? It's kind of important to the artist. I mean, okay, so I'm just checking to make sure I don't take any gold off. Not that I think I would, because, I mean, these are quality pieces. And jewelers kind of know what they're doing, especially when they're dealing with precious metals. But yeah, I'm not sure about gold in the dip, so I didn't want to do that. I think for gold, it's probably got to be, you know, just attention to detail. But yeah, that made a big difference. So I'll continue to work on that. Just put it by my, when I'm watching TV, I can just kind of do some of this. But yeah, that's already looking like a very planned out piece. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Yeah, if you get that right, you know, cleaning stuff and read the directions and don't sacrifice a piece to a dip unless you know that it's not going to hurt the piece. I just think that solid, not hollow, is good for that. And no stones should go into the dip. No other metals, because I think it's specifically designed for sterling or silver. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this piece finished. So you don't have to watch me do that anymore, but you could see how beautiful that's going to be. Okay, so this one I think is, it just says sterling on the back. nothing else. I think this is intended to be somewhat tarnished. So I just want it to be brighter. But yeah, all of these things are going to be available tomorrow at the auction. So that'll be nice. So as you're cleaning, you can kind of get a whole idea of what the piece is supposed to look like. And this one, I don't know if this dent over here is intentional. There's no dent on the surface here, and you can see a little bit of rippling there, but I think that's just, it's not a repair or anything. So this is, it looks like it's handmade, hand done, hand everything. And I didn't take all the tarnish off. I just cleaned it up a little bit, made it brighter so that it's noticeable. And, you know, because, yeah, I think this is really nice. I like the tarnish on the inside. Well, I was going to dip this one, but I just discovered it's got stones. I don't even know if all the stones are there. Oh yeah, it is missing some stones. So this will most likely go into scrap, or it could be my test piece. But there's so much sterling on here and very little stone. This is probably going to end up in scrap. Unfortunately, yeah, there's like, that's too bad. That would have been really cool. And I actually would probably like it anyway if it was just solid sterling. It's a good practice piece, that's for sure. Can't see which cloth works the best. Okay, that, I think this is gonna be better. And you can see that, oh, I know I'm shaking the camera, but try not to. But you can see the difference. This actually worked because there's a little bit of pitting in here too. So I'm thinking if you got a little bit of pitting, you might want something a little bit stronger to get through that. But yeah, this is going into scrap. Look at how nice this looks, all shiny and beautiful. And there's the mark. Yeah, there's the mark. Sterling, Germany. Sterling, oh, this, I wonder how old this is. Well, it's not that old. This one needs to look like this one. And this one has a mark there. Oh, it's 800. I wonder if I can put 800 in there. So this is 925 and this is 800. 800 was an early on, well, let's give it a try. We'll put it in halvesies. Well, you look at this. I don't think we're supposed to do this. Okay, well, all right. Well, let's just put it in there. Hope for the best, because I think I may have just wrecked something. So this is why you need to be careful. All right, let's see. What have I done? What have I done? I'm just wondering if it's reacting to the other metal that might be in here, because it's only 800 pure silver. Let me see if I can get that out of there. Stand by. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely some sort of I don't know, what would you call this? Reaction? Because I was expecting it to look more like, maybe not all the way like this, but having more of a dull, but I think it's fine. It just kind of has like a goldish, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me I'm an idiot for doing what I did. That's fine. But I think it does look better though than the mostly tarnished, nearly, I don't know, charcoal looking. But yeah, there you can see that there is quite a difference. And we have Beau Sterling, B-E-A-U Sterling. Definitely needs to be brightened up. Let me see what this is. Just says silver dip. Silverware, silver plate. So this should be okay. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to look. Because you can use this on any small silver items. It doesn't say sterling specifically. It says all. Maybe there's a... Okay. I'm going to read this. Silver should not contact stainless steel or gemstones. So it doesn't say I couldn't use it on 800, but then, you know, they probably have a disclaimer for almost everything but silver. So anyway, it's kind of got a goldish cast to it. So anyway, enough of that. This is Beau Sterling, beautiful leaf. Let this sit out here and dry for a little bit. This one I didn't mess with, so, and I didn't need to. Here's a cute little one marked Sterling. Little vintage guy. Beautiful sterling heart with a heart charm. And it feels older. Definitely could use a brightening. Some folks might want it to have that tarnish. But anyway, I am planning, oh, isn't that pretty? I showed this before, and it's got the marcasite, so I might put it with the rest of that marcasite lot. Sterling, beautiful rose. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Put it with the marcasite and onyx grouping. Wow. Nice bar pin with arrows and turquoise. And it has this kind of clasp. It's older. Okay, I gotta be careful when I open it. I don't wanna break it. I don't see any marks. This is definitely older. Look at how far it sticks out a little bit. Wings, sterling wings. This is from a designer. How does this open? Oh, it has one of these trick openings. There we go. So it locks both ways. And look at the beautiful abalone on there. Inlay. Mexico 925. There are initials on here. Some of these Mexico stamps are so intricate. This one says CBL in the middle of that. At least that's how I read it. Let's see if there's anything else here of note. No. Okay. One more tiny little guy. YPU. This one might have to go into scrap. But it's so old. Look at how sweet that is. BYPU. BYPU. Oh, last little Mexico piece is this one. Look at that beautiful abalone money clip. Sterling. FRB is the initials in this one. So those are artist initials. This one's super old. And I think that's it. Last little brooch here. Cute little pearls. This one was tested because this package is marked 925. And it's in my handwriting, so I would have had to test it, but I don't mind testing it again. But yeah, I have some really pretty, and next chart I'll show you all the earrings. And put these away. Let's see all the earrings I have in the next shot, and then I'll close shot for previews.